All right. Live from Winston-Salem, it's Sunday afternoon. We've got an amazing lineup of performers here for you this afternoon. We are going to have a cameo by the up-and-coming new artist, DJ Vanilla Nice. We also have some great words from local celebrities who are going to come. So we would like to invite up to the stage some of the Knollwood's latest and greatest. If we could have Katie, Pam, and Rod up to the stage for a special presentation.
perfectly express our gratitude for all the ways that Dr. Bob has supported us, encouraged us, challenged us, and most importantly, witnessed the way of Jesus. But we offer a few more tangible gifts of our love to you and Bambi. The first is a book full of notes of appreciation and memories, and may it always bring the love of our hearts nearer to yours.
That's an amazing book. It's all in cursive too.
So at Knollwood, all of our babies, when they're dedicated, receive a Knollwood bird. And that idea was birthed by our own Chrissy Hardy. She came up with the idea because she saw it, I think, on Pinterest, and then she was a wise woman in a lot of ways, and she called Judy Owen. And she enlisted the help of the so-and-sos to bring her vision to life. And so all of our Knollwood babies are dedicated with a bird. And as we dedicate Bob into this new season of his life, we're offering him his very own, individually handcrafted by the Knollwood so-and-so's bird. But this bird has a very unique song.
The great prophet Isaiah, we've heard from our pulpit many times, proclaimed words of hope and encouragement to a scattered and struggling and scrounging group of the children of Israel many, many years ago, giving them new life and encouragement and calling them to come together and to listen to God. That description fits us pretty well for where we were years ago before God called the two of you to lead us at this church. We were scrounging, struggling, and we were really, really scattered. And through your leadership, the words of Isaiah, who says, I am the potter and you are the clay, come to mind, and were reborn in the last years under your leadership. Because you came and you gathered us and you gave us hope and you helped us to listen and to let that potter shape us and unite us. About 10 days ago, many of us gathered in this same room around Wednesday night supper. And Sarah and Catherine led us in a time of prayer and meditation. And in that, many of us held a lump of clay. And we prayed over it and put our Knollwood DNA all in it. And after the program was over, Pam and I gathered it and wedged it and blended it together. The next morning, less than 24 hours after it was scattered and struggling and scrounging, it became a unified ball of clay. Out of that clay is all of the church DNA that called and came from scattered pieces into one big lump. And out of that lump, the potter has formed a piece of clay that is no longer scattered, no longer struggling and no longer scrounging, but a beautiful work of art because it stopped and listened and came together by the voice and the hands of the potter. And we want to give one of these each. There are two of these. One of these is noticeably more artistic, noticeably more gifted, and noticeably more beautiful and ornate. That is for Bambi. That is by design. There's one that is much more linear, practical, ornate, and just as strong and dependable. And will bring glory to all who see it and see the way. That is for you, Bob. And here are the pots that we have made and given one for each of you. They have our DNA that will go and be a part of you and be a visible reminder of all of your lives as you start this new journey. That what has happened and what God has done here through your leadership and service. And it be a reminder that what was once scattered, only God can bring back together. And He did so at this church through y'all at this time. And we always will be thankful. And we always say, when we see it, thanks be to God.
Welcome one and all to our barely rehearsed retirement celebration. Together today, we will be celebrating the incredible ministry and legacy of Bob and Bambi Setzer, who have shepherded our church so well over the years. Speaking of shepherds, we want to start out this recognition with just recognizing all of the different animals Dr. Bob has highlighted in his Christmas Eve services over the years. So, with that, let us begin.
Sheep!
The sheep! Here it comes. Raise your hand if you were sheep in a nativity service over the years. All right.
Donkey!
The donkey! Woo!
Owl!
The owl! So wise! Watching over us all.
Earthworm!
The earthworm! Making all things new. Nature's original recycler.
Asparagus!
The asparagus! No one really knew what was happening that Christmas. And last but not least, who could ever forget?
Lobster!
The lobster. Nothing says Christmas like a good nativity lobster. Thank you guys. We will never forget the amazing Christmas. Now, our celebration of Dr. Bob begins at the very beginning, when a younger Bob was pondering his future in the ministry. having used his golden fiddle to banish the devil from Georgia and looking for his next opportunity.
Welcome. Yes. Namaste. Sit. Yes. I am the great Swami, the seer of visions, the sayer of sayings, finder of things that must be found. And I deduce that you are here, your fortune to foretell. Yes.
How did you know that?
I mean, you walked into the Swami shop, right? So, yeah. So let me see. You are here to seek my wise counsel regarding a great decision.
Yes, of course.
And I see it is regarding a financial investment.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes. You are here regarding a wager for the Super Bowl, right? Yes. The Chiefs are looking pretty good.
No, that's not it at all.
It'll speed things up if you just tell me what you want.
Sure. I'm currently the pastor at a church in Georgia.
Yes, Atlanta. A magnificent metropolis. Yes.
No, not Atlanta. Macon. Macon, Georgia.
Yes, I deduced that. Yes.
But I was recently called to be the senior pastor at Knollwood Baptist Church.
Knollwood. Yes, I know. It is in Winston-Salem, Northern Carolina. Yes.
Close enough.
Yes.
Yeah. I have prayed and prayed to the Almighty for guidance on how to proceed.
Yes, and you have no guidance.
Well, not directly, but Bambi did say that she was moving to Winston-Salem with or without me. In that way, the ball sense.
Right, you have your answer. Very good. That would be $60.
We're not done just yet. Couldn't you just give me some guidance as to what to expect when I get there, what their worship is like, what all I'm going to get involved in?
Churchy stuff, I would guess, your potluck dinners, deacons meetings, and children's sermons, Churchy, Baptist.
Please tell me. I'm at a bit of a loss here.
All right. Let's do the fortune thing. So I got your crystal ball. I got your 8-ball here. I got your tea leaves. I got the tarot cards. So pick your poison here. What you want?
I guess we should go with the tea leaves.
Very good. Very powerful. But I would say, recently there was a young youth minister here seeking guidance, name of Evan Siegel. See, doesn't matter. Anyway, and the tea leaf sent him to Minnesota.
No, let's just stick with the tarot cards.
All right. All right. So, ask your question. Yes.
So I'm really curious. What is their worship like?
Well, probably the Southern Baptist Church. Let's see. I see black robes. I see candles. I see liturgy. I see a processed cross. Basically Episcopalian, but with grape juice and rice crackers.
Will there be any embarrassing moments or awkward situations or any challenges that I'll have to deal with?
Let me see. Oh, well, this is interesting. You preach to an empty sanctuary for a year. This is interesting. You preach a wonderfully moving sermon one Easter in a parking lot.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I see guitars. Yes, guitar. Not always. Not sometimes. Sometimes guitars in worship. Yes.
You know, I'm a bit of a guitar player myself.
Okay. Not you. No, and in the sort of music, Ken. Yes. I see here. Ken give everybody one Easter little bell and tell everybody to ring the little bell when they hear Hallelujah. Very trippy, man. Very trippy.
That's so strange. Is their worship and their music ministry always that way?
Oh no, I see woman. Oh, very powerful woman. Yes, music conjurer. Name of Rosanna. And I see her father and her mother and her brother and a whole family situation here.
Well, do they at least have a youth choir? I love a good youth choir.
For that I conjure a vision. Just you wait and see. Yes. Come. Yes.
You know, if we stay back in Macon, Georgia for too long, we might have to start paying rent. So, let's journey forward as Dr. Bob gets a glimpse of what is to come as he joins our ministry here at Knollwood.
Father, are you with us?
Yes. I was just communing with the saints that had gone before. Yes. All right, so all your questions have been answered, so go.
Hold on. You can't just say you were talking with someone in heaven and then not tell me who it was or what they said.
Okay, it was the little fella named James Dunn, but I cannot say out loud in church what he was saying. Okay, we're done now?
No, I still have so many questions.
What a shock. That's a total surprise. All right, I will tell you what else could you possibly want to know?
I really don't even know where to begin.
All right, look, this is seriously dragging me. We've got people standing here. So how about we just do a lightning round of the cards? You ask a question, I answer, let's go.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Fine. I just need a couple of basic things.
All right, yeah.
Do the people of Knollwood love Jesus?
I love Jesus, yes.
Really? Are they kind, loving, open, and accepting to all that come?
Open, yes.
Do they serve the Lord and love their neighbors?
Love it, neighbors, yes.
Will they be enlightened and inspired by my preaching?
Pass.
Swami, I'm serious. Will the people love my preaching?
Yeah, they love you, love your preaching. Just they love Bambi more. Tomato.
That's not exactly reassuring.
Okay, next question.
All right, this one is super important. Are the people a generous bunch that tithes and faithfully gives of their resources to church ministries? Swami, be honest. Do the
Yes,
people give their money?
Let's see, you were asking about the children's ministry.
No, I did not. I really need to know if we're on good financial standing and with faithful stewards. Are we going to be chasing money constantly?
Don't shoot the messenger, okay? You ask. All right, we got your looks like a sanctuary building. We've got your looks like a education building. We've got your I don't know, your gymnasium. Got some offices. Got a ceramics room. I don't know, some other building. Yes.
What can this mean?
Well, dude, it looks like you're gonna have not one, not two, but 3 capital campaigns. I mean, I'm not those
Okay, fine. As long as there is a stable staff with very little turnover.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Swami, that's 4. That's probably more than enough.
Oh, bless your heart. That's just the youth minister.
All right, don't finish that thought. Listen, the last question, this is super important. I need a term of endearment for the congregation. Let them know that I love them, care for them, and I know where they're coming from.
Yes.
What do the cards suggest for that?
For this, you need the most powerful source of wisdom known. Yes, term of endearment.
The Ouija board?
No. The fortune cookie. But a warning, once this wisdom is unleashed, it can never be restrained.
The wooded knoll. What does that mean?
No one knows.
Speaking of wooded knolls, many of you are probably unaware that Knollwood has had a standing search committee for the last 13 years that has been diligently searching for that legendary wooded knoll. Kathy Morrison will now give us the committee's report findings, and while we don't want to detract from Dr. Bob, I mean, we do have a quorum here today. So we're going to have a special committee report. Please note that this committee's findings have taken longer than all 3 capital campaigns put together.
This is great. We never had this many for a meeting before. What, Vicky? Yeah, Vicky.
No, you're not lying.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. We just got off our search. Yeah. Okay, so these are the records, if anybody wants to peruse them when we're done. And we are the Wooded Knoll Search Committee. And we had a number of members, and we were looking for a knoll. Like that, yeah, like that. Like that.
A wooded knoll.
Just like that. And Bob, it's not here.
There is no wooded knoll on the premises.
The closest we came was Yadkin County. So we've had a lot of members through the years, and they've gotten discouraged, as you can imagine, in personal years. One, bless her heart, brought this to our attention. But that's
That's not it.
Not it. One person we actually asked him to resign from the committee because I thought he was just a little snarky when he brought this to us.
Swing and a miss.
A speed bump. But, breaking news. We're down to just Don Harvey and I are the only 2 left on our committee.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, it's a thankless task. And we have located the wooded knoll, and we
Lord have mercy.
we wanted to enshrine it somehow and just give it the adoration that it's due. So we managed to scoop it up and bring it with us today. So can it be?
So wait, it's here? It's here.
It's here.
It's here today.
It's here today.
We're gonna see the wooded knoll.
Yes, at long last. Can we get it?
We need a drum roll. Drum roll, please.
They almost upset.
Wow. It's glorious.
There will be photo ops afterwards with the knoll if you choose.
So meaningful. It's so meaningful.
I know.
I feel like I see my identity now. This recognition today, this whole service has just been so sweet and heartfelt. I just can't imagine a more sincere way to honor you, Bob, than with this presentation we put together. And we've had fun, but now it's time to honor this occasion as it deserves. And we've asked one of our many ordained congregation members to come and bring us to a close with a performance piece that she has put together, poetry perhaps. Peggy Haynes, could you please?
Well, actually, we had to make some changes in the program because of timing. And the committee actually asked me to come, and we're at that point where we need to wrap this program up, and Bob, you're wrapping up your pastorate. Somehow I drew the short straw, And I've been tasked with finding the words to do that. So, Bambi and Bob, after 13 years, there are so many things I could say to the two of you. But in the interest of time, I've whittled it down to one thing. And that is when the two of you drive away from Knollwood for the last time. Bob, especially, I hope that in your heart, you will find a way to forgive me. Because ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bobbleton. How does a big-hearted, smart-thinking, Bible-reading man putting down roots in middle Georgia land deal with pastors' snatchers knocking at the door? Everybody knew what they were there for. Bob said, quick, the answer is no. Bambi said, you can say, I'm a-gonna go. We're off to Knollwood Baptist Church. There's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait. Just you wait. He preached the word on Sundays with paraments divine, proclaimed the Lord is risen between the parking lines. Capital campaigns had more than a share, things to spruce up and things to repair. We built a new place where we could work and play. He liked to talk a lot about Knollwood's DNA. When it comes to sports, Bob isn't up to snuff, struggling with things that really are so tough. His daughter's college mascots are the Yellow Jackets, see. Bob stood before us and called them bumblebees. Let us pray for Reba continuing to mend in the wrong place at Bob's Lenten fast end. She learned a hard lesson, a painful one it seems. Never ever get between Bob and Krispy Kreme. COVID came around, things really got weird, staying in our homes, wrapped up in our fears. We couldn't come together, we had to stay apart. Bob saw us through with his prayers and his heart. Bob and Bambi went to France on sabbatical time, hanging out in a place renowned for its wine. Bob set our relations back at least 100 years. Every single place he went, he asked them for a beer. True story. Of course, of Bob's ministry, we only saw a part. Much of it was hidden, tending to our hearts, supporting our great staff and the work that they do, blessing Knollwood's past and dreaming of the new. Bambi's soulful art graced our sanctuary walls.
Sorry.
Marissa, I was in a groove.
There's so much to take in, like the slides, the words, the music. Oh, the music. You're really telling the story of tonight. But I think, could we do it again?
Marissa, you know that's a really big ask.
I know. I mean, we're true fans.
Well, on the other hand, this is our last chance to get this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm not throwing away my shot. But I want your help with this. I need you to help a sister out here. When I give you the signal, I want you to jump in. Now, we're still going to have our beautiful yet oddly informative slides up here. So when I give you the signal, I want you to jump in with whatever the next word or phrase is. What's the signal? It's really subtle. It's when I point my microphone at you. So let's go with Bobbleton Take two. How does a big-hearted, sharp-thinking, Bible-reading man let me start over.
Take three.
Take three. How does a big-hearted, smart-thinking, Bible-reading man putting down roots in middle Georgia land deal with passengers, snatchers knocking at the door? Everybody knew what they were there for. Bob said, quick, the answer is no. Bambi said, you can say, I'm not gonna go. We're off to Knollwood Baptist Church. There's a million things we haven't done. Just you wait. Just you wait. He preached the word on Sundays with paraments divine, proclaimed the Lord is risen between the parking lines. Capital campaigns, he had more than a share. Things to spruce up, things to repair. We built a new place where we could work and play. He liked to talk a lot about When it comes to sports, Bob isn't up to snuff, struggling with things that really are so tough. His daughter's college basketball are the Yellow Jackets, see? Bob stood before us and called them bumblebees. Let us pray for Reba, continuing to mend. In the wrong place at Bob's Lenten fast end. She learned a hard lesson, a painful one it seems. Never COVID came around, things really got weird, staying in our homes, wrapped up in our fears. We couldn't come together, we had to stay apart. Bob saw us through with his prayers in his heart. Bob and Bambi went to France on sabbatical time, hanging out in a place renowned for its wine. Bob said our relations back at least 100 years. Every single place he went, he asked them for a beer. Of course, of Bob's ministry, we only saw a part. Much of it was hidden, tending to our hearts, supporting our great staff in the work that they do, blessing Noah's past and dreaming of the new. Bambi saw for art, graced our sanctuary walls. We kept Bob busy with our emails and our calls. From birth to deaths, from beginning to the end, Bob walked the journey with us as our pastor and our friend. And now our journey together has come to an end. With our deepest love and blessing, the two of you we send. Bob, we wish for you more fishing and days a bit more slow. You'll always be beloved. On this I wouldn't know.
Bob and Bambi, we are so grateful for all you've brought to our church. Your love for Knollwood Baptist Church is so evident in all you've done and all you say in every day of ministry. Even your license plate tells us how much you love us. And to thank you, we've made a deal with NCDOT. They've granted us special permission to issue a vanity plate to every single member of Knollwood Baptist Church. We love Bob. Unfortunately, it's caught up in shipping, so we will get it to you later. But knowing that we need to clear the way and create some space for a new pastor, we did take the liberty of getting you a new license plate printed. Love to fish, trading one passion for the other. But Bob, thank you so much. We'd love to invite you up to the stage to make a few final remarks or a rebuttal if you see fit. And after that, Bob and Bambi will be up at the front here if you want to give him your well wishes or your thanks.
So Bambi's sitting down there just before we come up, and she says, "Does this mean we have to leave?" She has kept me straight for a long time. This was such an amazing program, and it just speaks volumes about magnitude of this church's creativity and commitment to excellence. I'm just so grateful to the youth. That beautiful, beautiful song and how you sang it. Who wrote the lyrics, by the way? Marissa. Wow, well done. And what a great play, led by one of my search committee members way back then. I hope some of the predictions proved true. So grateful to Trina and the Special Events Committee and all the folks who brought food today. What a gift that has been for us. It's certainly not easy to leave Knollwood, I can assure you. We're not looking forward to that part. But I do feel like I'm at a place I need to have a change of season, as we talked about a bit in the scripture today with Ecclesiastes 3. To everything, there's a season. I have given everything I've had to the ministry for 47 years, and I don't regret a minute of it. Knollwood's been the best by far, and I've had great churches. There's no church that has this kind of thoughtfulness and compassion and grace, and genuine welcome, a Christ-centered faith and ethic that just makes this a shining knoll on the Wooded Knoll. Incidentally, I really appreciate the slides about the Wooded Knoll. What y'all don't know, because they were making fun of it, but that first picture of the knoll with all the trees, that's the backside of our campus. I had a couple this morning that came back from Raleigh. Parker Jackson and his new wife celebrated their 1-year anniversary by being here today. It just shows the kind of love and devotion we felt for Knollwood and for us. I told him as we were speaking, be careful about your vows. Or rather, be careful not to forget them because it's in sickness and in health. Sooner or later, you'll have to rise to the occasion. And Bambi's been with me a long time. I couldn't have done any of this without her, and I mean that sincerely. She's a straight shooter. She's a lot of fun, and I'm not. She can dance, and I can't. But I think it's time for me to focus on her. And I can easily do that because I know Knollwood is in such able hands. With this remarkable party planning committee, I do want to mention their names. I'm not sure it's available to anybody, is it? You're trying to disappear? I'm going to out you. Janet, Marissa, Matt, Kathy, Peggy Haynes, and Don Harvey. Got the grunt work over there in the corner. Thanks to you all for the And thanks to Trina and all of you who provided this wonderful food. But again, yes, Bambi, we have to leave now. But I think she's ready for me to be around a little more, because on Christmas Eve, as I was coming here for my last Christmas Eve service, telling my last story about the spider that didn't make the pictures. Actually, that was another one. Anyway. I told Bambi, I'm feeling a little melancholy about this. This is probably going to be my last Christmas Eve service at Knollwood. And Bambi goes, yes! It's true. Meaning, we're both ready for a change and looking forward to having a little bit more time that's our own, but we dearly love this church. Nothing's going to change about that. My plan is to stay around for a while, but I won't be coming to Knollwood and give the search committee and the new pastor plenty of time to get situated. Who knows, 2 or 3 years down the road, I might be able to pull off a Roger Underwood and show back up and make a contribution as a member. I would like for the story to unfold in that way, but as we know, we can't always write those plots 2 or 3 years out. But I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'll be pulling for you and praying for you and watching you thrive and grow. Lastly, I want to thank Rodney and Pam for the beautiful pottery. What you missed, though, was Rodney gave me a third urn-ish kind of pot. It's a big round pot with a big opening. He said, this is going to stay here with our DNA in it. It's for your ashes. It's a joke, but I've bought my place in the Memorial Garden, so one way or the other, you're going to be stuck with me. thank you all so much. It's been a privilege of our lifetime to serve this church, and we look forward to continuing to see her thrive and grow.